say, did you know? Okay, but tell me
it's
when.
going now.
No. You have to tell me.
Go ahead.
No. You have to tell me when. You have to tell me when. Come on.
Okay, when?
Did you know that at Christ Church, our life groups are full? So at Christ Church, we have small groups that meet in homes of parishioners that meet midweek throughout the city and beyond the city to do three different things: for food, for fellowship, and prayer, and scripture reading as well. And these groups often will meet once or 2 times a month, roughly, once every other week. And we try to live this out. We try to live out the model seen in Acts 2:42 with the early church. When the early church was launched in Pentecost, they devoted themselves to the apostles' teaching, the fellowship, the breaking of bread, and the prayers. And that's what we seek to do midweek throughout the weeks in life groups. Now, the status of life groups right now.
Yeah, so are we able, that sounds great. What if people want to join that and they're not a part of one yet?
Too
right
bad,
now?
no.
Yeah.
So life groups have started, but they are maxed out right now. We're going to follow up with all of the life groups that have begun. We began this past Labor Day weekend. We're going to follow up with all of them in a month to check in to see, hey, do you really have this many people attending? Do you have leverage? Do you think that some additional folks could join your communities? And so we're going to figure that out. But right now, the status is that we're maxed out. So we have a few needs. The first need is we need more willing planters, for lack of a better term, to help launch more life groups this coming January 2026. So we want to launch more groups. And then we also need willing hosts in particular who would be willing to open up their homes once every other week throughout the year in order to invite folks in for the apostles' teaching, fellowship, breaking of bread, and prayers. And they wouldn't lead the organization. They wouldn't lead they wouldn't facilitate the time of prayer. They wouldn't necessarily do administration of emails and whatnot. They would open up their homes.
Yeah.
So
we've got the host role, the admin role, which makes sure the meals happen and
Yes.
the meetings happen, and then an optional facilitator of prayer role.
Yes.
So,
yes. So
but one of the anchor, right? The hosts are really
the hosts are
pretty
the
important.
big need right now.
Yeah.
And
Another one could meet at Bolton Street.
Yes.
If there was a group
Yes.
of people interested in that.
We do have one group that meets at Bolton Street. It is a mega group on Wednesdays, the midday life group. We could potentially have one that meets here at the church.
Yeah.
So just to reiterate, the goal behind life groups is to further the mission of Christ's church by, again, living out Acts 2:42, but also in inviting more folks in. So there's a little bit of there could be some pain in the mission in that you might leave some relationships behind in order to invite more folks in. And that's just like when we've planted churches in the past, that it could be a little bit bittersweet, but a lot of sweetness in seeing God work in a new project of planting a new church and furthering the mission.
So what you're saying is, if someone who's part of a life group right now is interested in being a host in January, it's not betraying their current life group to consider that.
No.
Okay.
No,
and
it's not.
their current life group shouldn't view it as a betrayal either.
No.
Okay.
That's
There's a mentality of spreading and new life groups being able to equip and encourage people to do their own life groups as well.
And so I should always have Jensen as a script writer because he's able to fill in the gaps that I obviously leave behind.
And then it's easy on this side of the camera. And then what? Final question. If I was needing pastoral care, is there something you've done recently that would allow someone to reach out or know what the options are for pastoral care?
Yes, on
Can you
our
show me?
website.
Oh, look!
Yes.
Look at that beautiful website.
Look at this. So, and you see this magical cursor right here. We see on our website, there's multiple different options here of what one can do and find. And down here,
in the resources
drop
tab?
down in the resources tab, there is something that says pastoral care. I'm going to click that. Oh, and I'll get to the or in a second.
Okay.
This is a way that if people have
lovely design.
Specifically, yes, it is. If they have specific needs, such as where can I receive care at Christ Church, where can I be known by others? Well, life groups would be the place for that.
Great.
If I want prayer for physical or inner healing, We have a prayer team that does that.
We don't need to go
all
through
the
all of
different
them.
scenarios. Yes. Now
We're
let's go
at
back.
5 minutes.
Yes. Oh wow. Okay. 5 minutes.
And then also,
if you scroll down on the homepage, right below Making Christ Church Home, we see this pastoral
Connect card,
resources
info,
tab.
Christ Church,
Yep.
and pastoral care resources.
Yes, and
There you go.
this gets you to the same page that I just showed you.
Perfect.
So, those are 2 different places that if you need pastoral care, reach out to us by means of the website. Thank you.